Welcome back. So, today was a good day. Got like 6 properties done. You'll see in this video that I had to deal with a customer having all their Christmas decorations out. And I'll explain to it in the clip. So, let me show y'all that real quick and we'll get back with you. Well, guys, you see, it happens to all of us. We got here and I saw all this in the yard and I was like, oh me. Because look at these big oak trees, guys. So there's a lot of leaves that fall in here. And it's hard to clean it up when you got all this in the way because it's so packed in here. And I got here and I started doing the back. The husband came out and he's like, look, man, I understand. Please don't knock them over. Do the best you can. I know, and I'm so sorry. But her son came down for the holidays, and yeah, this is what we got. So please don't mess it up because it's just gonna, I'm gonna have to deal with her. And I was like, no, I got you, dude. I got you. So when they come out and say something like that, fix that C. Keeps turning. And the Santa Claus. Yep. Woo! All over the place. Wow. Hey, what do you think about that? Roll Tide, baby! So, hey, I'm okay with it when the customer comes out and he explains that to me. That, you know, I kind of laughed about it because he's like, hey, man, she's going to be all over me. So, you know, I just blew it away from it a little bit, or Roberto did, and I mulched around it. We did it the best we could. He said he didn't care if it was perfect, just, you know, clean it up a little bit. He understands, you know, I think he's done, he's probably done lawn care before himself or whatever, you know, little odd and end jobs or whatever, or he used to do the property there himself. So I was like, I thought that was kind of funny. I was like, yeah, man, we got you. Don't worry. We got you. So I'm all right with that. You know, there are some customers that just put it out like ridiculous, and it's just so hard to navigate around. When you got big trees and you got all these leaves falling, I can see where it could be a mess. And I don't really have a whole lot of customers that do that, so I don't have to worry about it. But the reason I got you all on here today, I appreciate everybody commenting on my last video, asking me if I had a really good Thanksgiving, and I did. And I skipped the video and did the truck, but I want to come on here and tell everybody I appreciate the comments, and yes, I had a great Thanksgiving holiday. I hope you did too. Now, I will show y'all some clips of the property. Like, I got it where I pan around and show y'all the lakefront and, you know, I mean, the riverfront. It is so nice, man. It looks so good. And then I'll show y'all the house itself. And it's such a beautiful house down there, and so grateful and blessed and thankful that my wife's family, we go down there and enjoy it. There's like 18 of us that go down there, as far as, you know, the grandparents, the parents, the kids, the grandkids, and it's just an awesome time. And so I'll show y'all too the pond, and I pan around it, show y'all that. Just the fish wasn't biting that good. The first day I think we caught like probably 17 or 18, and we had them on a stringer. I forgot to take the picture because I'm such a great YouTuber and everything. But I did get some pictures with 2 of them the next day we caught with my little man Cooper. That's my wife's cousin's kid. And so we got that, and it just, you know, it was a cold front that went through, and the fish just wouldn't bite. And them are Florida string bass, and if it gets really, really cold, man, they get lockjaw, and you can't catch them or whatever. So it was really tough bite. But man, to still go down there and have a great time, dude, I wouldn't change it for anything. So it was very awesome. And like I said, I'm very blessed and grateful that we get to go down there and do that. And we go twice a year. So we'll go for Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and enjoy the holidays with the family all together. So it's kind of cool that tight knit of a family still gets together and can get along with each other in one house for several days. So pretty cool. So another reason I got y'all on here and I wanted to talk to y'all, I was driving through town today and I had a guy come call me. This was probably about 3 weeks ago. Excuse me. And he built they put a crystals in my town, and he did all the excavating work for it and everything. And he said, hey, you need to contact this guy. He didn't give me no information. He just said go by there and talk to him. He might be needing somebody for doing the maintenance on the property. Well, me and Roberto was driving through there today, and I saw a guy putting cones out in the parking lot, and he had like a 5-gallon bucket or something. I don't know what it was. I told Roberto, I said, let's turn around and let's go see if that's the owner or somebody that knows the owner, and we can see if we can try to land this contract. Like I said to y'all, make yourself available, get out in front of people, and hand them a business card, hand them a flyer, hand them your door hanger, hand them whatever you can handle. Just got your name on it or whatever. Hell, write it down on a piece of paper and your number and talk to them and hand it to them. Make sure you put your email address or whatever you got and give it to him. So I walk up to him and I started talking to him and I said, hey, you the owner of this place? And he goes, no, I'm the district manager or something is what he said. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, do y'all need somebody to probably take over this? I told him the guy's name that told me about it. See, that's a good stepping point. I said, hey, man, what's and so told me I need to come over here and talk to the owner, that y'all might be interested in needing somebody to do the maintenance. We do landscaping, we got maintenance, we do pressure washing, we do all that. So I was trying to land him with a lot of, I was trying to give him a lot of information up front of what all we cover and we can do. And he said, I don't know, I think they got somebody, but if you want to give me a bid, we'll consider it, we'll look at it, and you got any, handing in my business card. And I said, yeah, here's my business card. Give me a call. I said, dude, we travel too. And he said, well, how far do you travel? I said, man, we're all over the place, man. We're about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes from here in a circle. You can pretty much guess it. And he's like, wow, you cover that much area? I said, yeah. And then I'm expanding my business next year. So I'm building a second crew. And he goes, oh, wow. He said, you might be somebody that we could be interested in. I said, oh, is that a fact? He goes, yeah, we would love somebody just to take over all our locations. He told me he had like 25, 30 locations. And I was like, okay. He said, but we want somebody that doing like you say you do. We want somebody to take care of the grass cutting, take care of, trimming the bushes, which is considered with that. Somebody doing the weed and feed on the properties. Somebody doing pressure washing quarterly on the concrete areas and everything. I was like, wow, okay, yeah, we can handle all that, And I told him, yeah, that'd be perfect. And so he's supposed to get back in touch with me. He's going to send me an email with all the locations that he has and the locations that I can possibly do in a big area. And he did say they go, up close to Tennessee. And I'm like, that's a little far for me. I don't know, about 2 hours to go do a location. But I did tell him, I said, hey, if it pays really good, I'm all right with going as far as I need to go as long as it pays. And he's like, well, and I'm like, yeah, you might find somebody cheaper in that area or whatever. But as far as carrying on as a whole, and if we could do all of it and do it in a big package, maybe we can work something out. So he's going to send me that information. I'm pretty excited about it because not only is that great to get that kind of client right off the bat, but that is a perfect client for me to set up a second crew that already will have a big project, a big a revenue of money to supplement for that second crew. So guys, put yourself out there. Anything can happen. And I'm hoping that this does happen for me, but I've been doing this 16 years. I'm not trying to get my hopes up too bad because I've been into multiple situations like this and they just didn't pan out, and it could be multiple reasons why. But there is a shot I am putting myself out there and I'm getting my name out there. So that's a really good thing to do. And you can't land all the contracts that you get. And I get that. If you're getting 10, 15%, maybe 20% out of 100 of your bids, you're doing pretty good. Now, if you're getting 80 to 90% of your bids or whatever, you're probably cheap. And, you know, yeah, if you're landing everything, you probably need to raise your prices up a little bit, and then you don't have to have so much work, and you're making a same amount of money if you were doing, you know, 20 or 30 of them properties instead of having to do 60 or 70 of them properties to make up for that 20 or 30 properties. You get what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that, you know, you understand that. So, but let's just see how it goes. Let's see if we land this big contract. It's for a very, very highly fast food restaurant. And I think he said he might have some other properties too that he might want me to look at. So he tells me I'm a pretty good candidate because he's the district. He's the guy I guess I'll be talking to because I landed it perfect. And he's like, I hate dealing with multiple clients as far as, you know, multiple contractors on lawn care and everything. So if I can land somebody, you know, if I can land somebody that they're the only person I got to talk to, that's a lot easier for me. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I told him, hey, we do you know, we do some Suburban Gas Pro contracts. So we do a majority of their contracts, and we do some apartment complexes. And he said, okay. I said, yeah, man, I've been doing it 16 years. You know, I got everything that you know, you would need, you know, insurance, license, all that kind of stuff. I said, we're a legit company and everything. So he was pretty excited, I hope. And I was pretty excited. So, you know, hey, it's only one way to see if he sends me something in the next couple of days. He said give him 2 or 3 days. He'll try to email me over the locations, and maybe I can go look at them or just look at them on Google if I can. And that's the thing with Google. I think a lot of times it's hard to judge properties like that because where that property is in my town, it's very slopey, very hilly. And I think if you're Googling image over it, it don't really show that you're going to be on a slope and all that kind of stuff. So it might be where I have to go and look at these properties, which is fine. That's fine. It's slow time of the year. We can run up there, and what's good about it, we go up there every 2 weeks to them apartment complexes up north. You know, he said he might have some in Huntsville and Decatur, where I'm already at, and I can just run up there and look at the properties, you know, and while I'm there anyway. So it won't be so much out of my way. It might be 10 minutes or, you know, 20 minutes out of my way instead of an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. So I can do it on the same time I'm up there. I'm sure he would be fine with that because it's slow season. But 12-month contract, guys. That's what I'm telling y'all. I love commercial. That means in the wintertime when we're not doing a whole lot, I'm just raking in money, guys. Raking in. Might go out there once a month. I think Chad might have mentioned it in his. He's got some commercial properties. Go out there, pick up a couple pieces of paper, and skedaddle. So, you know, that's why I like it. So, yeah, we are pretty busy in the summertime, but you guys are busy yourself or whatever. But in the wintertime, I secure money coming in, revenue coming in to keep my business afloat. So, guys, thank y'all so much for watching this. I hope this helps. Please get out there, make yourself available, bring yourself to everybody, let them know who you are, show them your name, show them everything, and you know, don't be scared to confront somebody. Don't be scared to walk up to people. Don't be scared to walk into a door, and it might lead you into a bigger door, which might lead you into more money, building your business up even more. So guys, thank y'all so much for watching, and until next time, peace.